Welcome to Blissful Consults with yours truly, Dr. Cammy, a PhD licensed psychotherapist with special training in trauma-informed healthcare. Mel from California wrote in with a great question about thoughtful decision making. Let's see what she has to say. Dear Dr. Cammy, my husband and I have been married for about 5 years. We have an 8-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 15-year-old. Both of us are on fast tracks at our jobs. Our marriage has been on the rocks for at least 3 years. We barely talk because we're so busy. He knows it too, but refuses to go to couples therapy and won't tell me why. I feel like it's our last shot at making things work. How can I convince my husband to go to couples therapy with me? All right, this is a tricky one. So I want you to stay tuned to hear my response as a couples therapist practicing for 10 years. I have definitely seen this. Hello, my name is Dr. Cammy, and I am the founder and president of Bliss in Being. We offer cutting-edge psychotherapy and coaching for people who are ready to heal from the effects of chronic stress and trauma. I personally can help you move from the brink of burnout to holistic thriving. It is time for you to finally enjoy the life you have worked so hard to build, and I am here to help you make it happen. Hello, Mel. Thanks so much for writing in and sharing such a personal part of your marriage. I know how difficult it can be to share the most intimate parts of your life, so I want to first really give you a ton of kudos for reaching out. First, I want to share a bit about the research that we have for marriage quality, and then I'm going to answer your question more directly. So here it goes. A fair amount of research has looked at marriage quality across the entire lifespan, meaning how satisfied are couples from the beginning of their marriage through all the various milestones like having children, and then in the later stages of their marriage. So when you look at the graphs of these studies, they are all shaped like a U, okay? Just like this. So when couples first begin their marriage, they are extremely satisfied. And then as time goes on, the curve dips quite low. And then it comes up again. So the biggest stressor that coincides with the dip is actually having children. So down here is when kids are in their most needy place in terms of needing parental support. So the curve then lifts when kids actually leave the house. Children can be an absolutely wonderful addition to a person's life, and they can bring a lot of stress to the day-to-day. Therefore, it's totally normal when a marriage relies on fumes during that time, the bottom of the U, when the couple has one or more children, knowing that it's eventually going to come up. So Mel, it makes a lot of sense that you and your husband are experiencing a lot of stress in your marriage right now. Your kids are young, both of you are working really hard, and you're pulled in a lot of different directions. So all that said, even though marital stress might be expected, like at the bottom of the U before you pull up, it's still really hard to live with chronic marital stress. And yes, couples therapy is a great option, but it is only a great option if both of you are invested. I have done couples therapy many times when one person has clearly been strong-armed or coerced to attend. And let me tell you, it is not pretty. Yes, sometimes the resistant partner ultimately buys in. However, it's not a great way to begin the process. And if the resistant partner does not buy in, then the problem on the other side can actually be exacerbated. So here's what I would suggest. I would suggest that you find a therapist for yourself. Focus on you. Discuss your concerns with the therapist. And in those sessions, you can explore ways that you and your husband can talk and engage in ways that he also feels comfortable with. Another idea is you can actually invite your husband to join your sessions so he can learn how to support you. So in joint sessions, he might enjoy talking to a therapist about your relationship, or he may not. Either is okay. But please remember, the only person you can really control is yourself. I know that this can be a really hard message to hear, but your husband's way of responding to your marital stress, it's not something that you can control or fix. What you can do is you can control how you respond, and you can choose how to care for yourself. I believe in you, and I am totally here from you. I'm just one call away if you need support.